What is your biggest Cowboy question as we head into training camp?
Well, it starts with Tony Romo. And Super Bowl question, I'm not sure about. But what I would say is I agree with Tony Romo that I believe the Dallas Cowboys are a playoff caliber team. And I think they will make the playoffs. But the question then becomes, can Tony Romo, if he could just stay consistent with where his game in the regular season, you look at those numbers, 31 touchdowns, 10 INTs on the season. The problem has been in the postseason is that he drops 55-plus yards per game. You see these numbers, you're 59 yards a game. That's the problem. You expect your guy to be the same. I'm not nearly as concerned about the 1-3 as a starter because things do happen. You know, and as he said, there are other areas that had to be exposed for the Dallas Cowboy football team. But 60 yards effectively less a game passing, that's a problem. Almost a touchdown less a game passing. That is a problem for a team that is relying on their quarterback.
Is it all Romo? Or is it the team around him as well? If Tony Romo plays at the top of his game, is the rest of the team ready to meet that challenge?
Because that's why every year, if you go back to this little top 100 thing, there's always a lot of Dallas Cowboys on it. DeMarcus Ware's top 10 player. I mean, they have a lot of high-caliber football players. They've retooled the offensive line, bought some young pieces in. So all the pieces are there. I think Jerry's done a tremendous job. The problem has become there's a leadership void that's been on this roster, which and I think is one of the weird anomalies in the history of this game that really bears a book being written on it because that team literally doesn't have leaders. And then the other part of that is that just the poor play. Let me rephrase that. The his standard play in the postseason of Tony Romo.
His standard.
Yeah, I
like how you turned that
around. Yeah, his standard he sets in the regular season and then it just drops. That's a significant number, 60 yards passing in a game. That's 10 first downs.